Yeah. Good afternoon or good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F2 division, coming to you live around number 7 of the championship. It is the Canadian Grand Prix, one of my personal favourites to race and to watch. This is always a hectic Grand Prix. The walls are close, the track is fast, and there's plenty of opportunity to overtake. And yeah, it's just a lovely, lovely track to go racing. I've hyped it up enough, F2. Now it's your turn to back it up. So, and we have a full 20-car grid as well. It's absolutely fantastic to see. So, moving forward, we should have a good race. I'm RSF1 Hunt, if those who recognise my voice. This should be now my slot going forward, according to our head of comms, Mr. Tomo. So I'm going to get used to this once again. I think I did F2 beforehand at the start of the season, but anyway. So moving forward, this should be me, and hopefully my co-com sitting alongside me today. I assume you're sitting down. You could be standing up doing this. I don't know of anybody that does do it standing up. I don't. You also never know. You may hate me by the end of this. So. You're looking forward to this though, Chadwick, because as I mentioned at the start, this is a very good track to watch, isn't it? Did you include your audio? Apparently they can't hear you. Oh,
just been
good start.
Great start.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
It's Chadwick. You can hear him now.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I've just been talking for the last minute, so that's great.
I've been talking to myself apparently for the first minute or so. Invade Mount says hi, Chaddy. Is that a nickname he calls you?
Who was that? Sorry, I can't see the chat yet.
Invade Matt.
I spoke to Matt, but I've never heard him called Chaddy before.
Chaddy.
That's a new one. Hi, Matt.
Yeah, so you were talking about this this track here. So it's a tough track, isn't it? Because the walls are there, and they can ruin your race strategy just in a blink of an eye, can't they? If you're too greedy.
Yeah, the last turn is a very difficult turn, and if you just put the throttle on too early, or if you put the throttle on too hard, then you can go straight into that wall.
Track limits also here, Chadwick, isn't it? Obviously, me being the person of track limits will be saying a lot, but the problem is, to be quick around here, you need to chuck the car into the corners, have no regrets, especially that last chicane as well, and you can so easily get it wrong.
Yeah. No margin for error around here. Sorry, my
so hopefully the race doesn't get fully decided on penalties, Chadwick, because that's the least we want.
Yeah, it's a lot better winning on track rather than winning on penalties for the driver and for the commentators as well.
Razorfish immediately into the nines. The other great thing about this, Chadwick, is potential of rain, which can make this track very, very menacing, and also the very close qualifying times. This could be a hectic qualifying session as well, and with a competitive division, Chadwick, this...
Yes, it is a very competitive division, and speaking about competitiveness, I will now go ahead and read out the standings so far. So, at the bottom of F2 so far, we have Slither and me, Mr. Hobnomovich, One Tribal, and Iowa Biscuit, all on 0 points. They will be hoping to change that in this race. Anything can happen. Next up, we have SLR Evo in the Ferrari on 1 point. Ice the best in the McLaren on 4 points. Matty 1929 in the AlphaTauri on 8 points. Cornet Star 2006, who unfortunately is not with us today. We have got a reserve in for him. He's on 12 points. Tornado 0333 in the Mercedes is on 17 points. RSF1 Cornish in the McLaren on 19 points. Horizon 40 in the Haas on 20 points. Just ahead of him is CW26 in the Red Bull on 21 points. Then with a big gap to the person in front of him is IGN Legends and the Mercedes with 41 points. There's a 20-point difference there. In front of him it's JJ Hudson in the Haas on 43 points. Grunty36 is in front of him in the Aston Martin on 45 points. Then we've got Quirky Turtle in the Williams on 48 points. Mr. Pigeon Munch in the AlphaTauri on 49 points. Just ahead of him it's BF1 Racer in the Ferrari on 50 points. Then with quite a substantial gap to second place it is Crazy Fish on 61 points, and then your current leader in the F2 standings is Sturridge on 67 points.
Yes, and obviously still a heck of a long way to go, because obviously round number 7 of a 23 race calendar still. There are plenty of races to decide. I think the difficulty is with F2, but not really a difficulty. The great thing about F2 is you can't predict a winner at any race.
Yeah, from the top 10, there is anyone to choose from to win this race today. They are all absolutely fantastic drivers. All got their own traits, and yeah, it's a very interesting grid that we've got this season.
Yeah. Couple of things we need to obviously go over here. I think you mentioned them as well. Both Alpines have both reserves in for today. We do have 3 reserves in this division. Camo is the 3rd of them. Hasn't turned up to a race, I believe, at this point. But you've got Mr. AVFC. I presume that stands for Aston Villa FC. I could be wrong. Brandon, he is in the Alpine, and Rip and One Shot is also there. So this means we don't have Cornet Star or Biscuit, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, apart from that, a full 20-car grid.
Yeah, I believe, is it their debuts today? I don't think I've seen them race before.
What was that?
Is it the Alpine's debut today? I don't think I've seen them before.
Yes, but I think I've seen Brandon before. Rip and One Shot, I think, is, yeah, he's well known from everyone else, really.
Oh, well, sorry, One Shot, but yeah. Well, I wish Brandon the best of luck on his debut.
First impressions are everything. Last week's race, for those that did not watch it. If you haven't watched it, it's worth a look, just to be interested, because, well, it was hectic. Let's just say that. We've already got a fatality. CW, just before the second chicane, has binned it right into the wall on the right-hand side there. So CW is out, and he set a 10-0 as well. That's a competitive lap. The CW and the Red Bull already out. Is that... Where's that? Second chicane, Chadwick, just on the exit of that corner by the looks of it. An easy place to lose it.
Yeah, it is very easy. You've got to be very careful with the throttle there.
Obviously got caught up in the curbs too much. Yeah, Tolby saying hectic is an understatement. Yeah. If, to sum it up, if I said to you that 11 finished out of the 20 that turned up, which shows this grid is always good with attendance, which is fantastic. 11 finished, 7 on the same lap, so the 4 were like 2 or 3 laps down, and out of the 7 that were on the same lap, about 2 of them had front wings. The rest crossed the line with no front wing. So that could be the nature of the track, that could be how close everybody was. There was also, sad to say, there was also a heap load of penalties. Obviously we won't go into who has got them, etc. But what I would say, Chadwick, is I think a division as a whole, this race needs to be maybe a little bit. I'm trying to put this in the most kindest of ways. I'm trying not to dig a hole, but already have. Yeah, there's going to be a few eyes on them, basically.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're bad drivers. They're not at all. Just a few eyes on a few people, isn't there? I reckon.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
Yes, Tolby, thank you. He said the word I was looking for. I didn't want to say it. No, I'm not labelling every driver as
dirty.
As bad drivers.
Yeah.
They are good. It's just competitiveness and how close it was, etc., etc. Good clean race going forward.
Hopefully. Another thing that we were going to talk about was Hobnomovich making his debut.
Yes. Yes, he's intriguing, isn't he? Because Hobnomovich, or Mr. Hobnob, as the commentators used to call him in F5, because yeah, he was in F5 before this race. This is his first race in F2, and he's making a big jump. Now, the reason, obviously, he's made the jump to F2, not 3 or 4, is because this day, Monday, is the only other day he could race. So, that's unfortunate, but you got to admire him.
Yeah.
Because he could have just said, well, the other option is not to race, and obviously everyone wants to race. I just wish him the best of luck. I think he'll be alright, personally. I think he's a good racer. He showed that in F5, but
yeah, he was.
What do you think?
So far ahead of everyone in F5 that you can't argue against the fact that he got moved up. But moving up 3 divisions is obviously going to be a challenge. But it does take a lot of courage to even race. And he's in P14 currently out of 19 people who've set a lap.
Sorry, Chad. I'm noticing a few things. I don't know if you noticed by the leaderboard. There's quite a few medium tyres. In fact, there's a 9.5 from BF1 on the medium tyres. That is a stonking pace on the mediums.
Do you know what the strategy is around it? I've got no idea.
I mean, what I would say for those on the mediums, because you've got Legends as well. You've got Pigeon, who's gone around 5 laps on them as well, which is a thing. He's still going round. You also got Cornish and Hudson. It's a bold thing to go on the mediums because obviously Q1, normally you just go out fast as you can on the softs. I guess the strategy is save softs for Q2 and Q3. I guess it's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Is it going to be a 2-stop today? Is it medium, soft, medium, or?
That's the problem. I haven't done any tyre strategy at all, so I wouldn't know.
Well, does anyone in the chat? Oh, Ethan said wets into hard, medium, and then 7 sets of softs.
And he's pulling your leg on that.
Yeah, I sort of gathered that one.
If I remember rightly, this is a 1-stop from last season. Right. Majority. If it's a normal race.
Well,
normal race being no safety cars, etc., etc. And safety cars are very high likelihood of chance, isn't it?
Yes.
So
yeah, it definitely is. Easton said it's a 2-stop, but then Tolby also said should be a 1-stop. So
I think the general thing is I think you can do both. 1-stop is the easiest to do.
Yeah.
But 2-stop is definitely the most aggressive.
But with
and you will have to overtake on it.
Yeah, with safety cars though, it should be a lot faster. Matt said the 2-stop's quicker.
In
mixed opinions.
Right, 4 minutes to go. Who's in danger? Obviously, we know that CW's out. We've got Hobnobovic, who's just dropped to 16th at the moment. He's out. Quirky Turtle's just started a lap, has just grazed the wall. He's yet to set a lap as well. You also got Horizon 40, Brandon, Tribal down there as well. Slytherin is in danger. Legends is in danger, but he hasn't popped on the softs yet. Still going around on his mediums.
For me, it's a soft. Oh, it's a tyre glitch in it, never mind.
Problem with Quirky as well, he's just invalidated round turn 5 and 6. So now he's only got 3.5 minutes to set a lap. This is the one thing I would say about this track, Chadwick, because of the track limits. Don't leave it late in any session, because you never know when you're going to cut a corner and then all of a sudden you're in a heap of trouble.
What turn is it in the first sector? Where it's so easy to invalidate or to go on the grass. I can't. After the chicane.
1, 2.
Or maybe it is the chicane, possibly.
Yeah, the first chicane you reach is probably the most difficult, because you're going in from... It's got like a cambered corner, so you're going in from left to right. Sturridge, championship leader, goes top of the session with a 9.4. So he's on pace, safely through. His teammate, not teammate, Brandon, me getting one with the colours. Brandon in the Alpine, is he going to go quicker? He does, but only to 16th.
Quirky Turtle's come back into the pits. Really got wind damage.
Well, he's in big trouble. I don't think, unless he literally goes in, presses the button to leave the pits, like now, he might be out, and that'd be a bit of a surprise. Sobnobovic invalidates through, what's that, the third chicane, just under the bridge. He's also in trouble. Horizon 40 also down there in 19th.
One tribal went 5 laps on those softs.
You can do multiple laps around here, actually.
He's not coming back out yet, and I don't know if he's going to run out of time here on tribal.
Quirky's on an out lap, should make it round, but he's going to have one, maybe 2.
I think this is one
No,
time the session's over.
Yeah, now it is.
Yeah.
There's no way he's making out in time. On board with Horizon, going down through turn 9 and 10, I think this is. Under the third chicane, gets it nicely through. Down into the hairpin. 2.9 seconds up, which is around about what he needs, actually. Just got to keep the speed up. Car with a bit of a wobble on the exit of the hairpin. So he's done a semi-decent lap so far, I think. He's just heading down to the final chicane. And you've got to pick your braking point. And you're turning in absolutely right. Check the car in. Hopefully it sticks. He gets it through. Is this going to be quick enough? Yes, P3. I'm 9.5.
Quirky's invalidated.
Quirky's out.
Yeah.
Quirky's out. That's it. That's a huge surprise, because he's normally quite quick in the qualifying. He's just... Track limits have got the better of him. Won't be the first time this week.
Obnomovic is out.
as well. Yeah.
Brandon also. So the enemy's up on his... Oh, he's invalidated. Ooh.
Brandon's invalidated. Not invalidated. Retired on track. Big no-no.
Ooh.
Oops. And Slytherin is also out as well. He's invalidated. 16th he will start. And because CW crashed, we're going to have 14 in Q2, Chadwick.
Very unlucky for Quirky Turtle. But it is like you said, don't leave it late. Oh dear.
Yeah. There might be a reason why he left it late. Obviously, could have been distracted, of course, or... So... Horizon? What? A 9-0? What was that?
Where's that come from then?
What did he say earlier in the chat? Something along the lines he was not hopeful of this race or something?
I think he can start lifting those hopes up. He's got a 4/10 gap to second.
I'm trying not to act too surprised. But... a 9-0 already, that is... Well, pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a big surprise for me. Quirky down there in 20th. This is a guy that I think early on in the season has made Q3, battle for pole. He's down in 20th, but that's how easy it can be. And I've also in 19th, Obnomovich, Brandon, and Slytherin. Those out, but also in that session, Chadwick, you got Ben, Cornish, and Hudson all managing to save a couple of sets of soft tyres by making it through on the medium tyres.
So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see tyre choices in Q2. See what people decide.
I don't think there's that much difference between mediums and softs around here because if it's such a short track.
Yeah.
I think it's only a few tenths.
I'm very happy to see Horizon up there. Not so much to see a Williams in P2 though. They've got like an 80-point gap already in the overall construction.
Yeah, they're doing really well this season, aren't they? Really good early start. But that's all it is. Not to bring Williams down. That's all it is. It's a good start. Still a ton of points to go. If anybody can do the maths, I think there's still like 1,000 points left. So I could be wrong with that. It's just that's a
I'm not doing
very large guess.
I'm not doing the maths for that.
Anything I would say, those that went on mediums in Q1, they're not going to go on them again in Q2, are they? At least I don't think they would.
I wouldn't think so. There are a few people out on mediums, but you've got Hudson on the softs as well. So yeah, it's going to be a range of tyre choices.
I think what I remember this track as well, there's not a distinct disadvantage if you start on the soft compared to medium. Obviously, medium would be the ideal strategy to start on them, but it's not an immediate disadvantage if you go on softs. It's not like you're going to be a sitting dark after a few laps.
Yeah. Yeah, Pigeon, who was out on the mediums, is on the softs now, so...
Yeah. This is the only reason I would say, like, on a normal race, you'd want the softs at the end, because that's when the track's rubbered in, and it's going to be almost impossible to defend against if you got a fresh set.
Yeah, they could be taking into account the weather as well. We don't know what the weather could be like. So the people who are on softs now might have got the strategy sorted.
Right. That's right on board with JJ Hudson as he's going to be the first lap in Q2. I'm amazed he kept that valid through 5 and 6, but manages to absolutely nail it. A 19.2 first sector is pretty good. Short shifting as he goes onto the back straight. And then into this third chicane. 4 chicanes in total at this track. He goes through the third one. Again, nicely done. 40.9 middle sector. He's on a pretty good lap. Didn't get the turning though in the hairpin. Would have cost him a little bit, but not too much, because he managed to keep the speed through. And then once again, it's down into this final chicane. And how brave are you going to be? Chuck it too quickly, then you invalidate, or into the wall, and he's absolutely nailed it again. It's a 9.1. That puts Horizon's lap in Q1 in perspective, Chadwick, because that looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Almost perfect. Yeah, it's a tenth slower.
That was a very
Still good lap
lap
though from Hudson.
Yeah. Hudson was looking very strong.
Coming up to the line now. A couple of slow laps from Legends, and I think Matty as well. I think he can go quicker than those mediums. Pigeon coming through as well. Yes, that's a 16. So building himself up as well. Yeah, Grundy's getting on into the hairpin. Medium tyres also. 23 viewers at the moment. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Hopefully it'll be a good race ahead of us as Grunty chucks his... Wow. Scraped the wall on the outside as well. That was 100% commitment.
And
it pays off into the 9s. What do you think, Chadwick, in terms of times? I think personally, if you can get where Grunty's got on the mediums, I think you're looking good.
Yeah, I think low 10s or high 9s maybe. I was thinking when we had a lot of people on the mediums as well, so it was hard to look to what times people were getting this session. But very strong pace from Hudson. He's got a 5/10 gap already. He might be safe with that lap. I think he probably will be safe with that lap, definitely.
Pigeon and Legends close to one another. Pigeon just edging Legends on a 9.6, the pair of them. Just ahead of Grunty as well. Horizon 2 tenths slower than Grunty, so Grunty so far quickest of those in the mediums.
Horizon's going for another lap. He's a 10th down already. A 10th up, sorry. Oh, he spun! Oh! Very close to losing his tyre there from Horizon.
Oh, no front wing as well.
Yeah, he's lost his entire front wing.
I gather he's very fortunate.
Yes, yeah, he put too much throttle on in the second chicane. And hit the curb and went flying into the wall. I don't know how he's not lost his tyre actually.
Shows how easy momentum can change, even in the space of like 10 minutes. In this game, you could top Q1 by a substantial amount, but nearly lose it in Q2. Tornado in the Mercedes just edges out Horizon to go to 5th. Right, F1 racer. Who... Yeah, I won't mention last week. I'll leave it at that. We're moving on from last week, but no. He's had a solid...
yeah.
He's had... Nice, Sturridge. He's had a solid season so far as BF1 racer. Picked up some good solid results. Don't think he's won yet this season, which I think he'll be slightly disappointed about, but he is in the mix, which is all you need really at this point of the season. Gets a nice little cheeky slipstream from Evo, his teammate. Oh, Easton.
Yeah, I've just seen that as well.
Nice out the hairpin as well. You know what, Chadwick? These times set already in Q2 and in Q1 as well. We're going to have to be in the 8s for Q3, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'd be very interesting at the top.
Nicely through the final chicane. Might be already in the 8s for Ben.
Oh
a 9-0.
Great lap though. Yeah, we're going to be like mid-9s at this rate in this session. So.
You know what, Easton? You know what BF1 Racer just done to you with that comment in the chat? He's just handed you a towel. If you think he's washed, he's handed you a towel and said, "No, I'm all dry. I'm fine." That was terrible. I'm here all week.
Yeah.
Storage also goes to a 9-0, slightly improves. Doesn't beat Ben's time, though.
Cornish is invalidated. I didn't do but it is invalid. Horizon's come back out on the softs.
Yeah, I think it's far too close, really, to maybe expect to go for all mediums.
You got Matty, who's invalidated again.
Grunty is currently still the fastest on the mediums, but he is 6th and only got 4 tenths to... Well, no, he's got more than that. He's got 9 tenths to the drop zone, but you've still got Matty, both McLarens who are quick. I think there's a thing going on between Easton and BF1, personally, Chadwick. Easton sending a few comments his way.
Yeah. How to bottle qualifying is an interesting book. Might have to give it a read.
Right, so what's going on? Well, he's retired anyway, BF1. I would say he's safe.
Yeah. I don't think many people are going to beat that.
Can you imagine
decision.
if BF1 Racer goes out of Q2 on a 9-0?
That would be incredible.
Like everybody else just pops it into the 8s.
How is Matty invalidated again? And he's tapped the wall as well. That's anything from wind damage. Matty invalidated, like, I think it was the first turn.
It might have been last chicane, which invalidates your next lap also.
Oh yeah, it might have been.
Which is one of the few tracks that can happen. Has Horizon improved? Yes, he has, to a 9.6. Just ahead of Pigeon and Legends.
He's lost it again.
Oh, and then spins it!
Just in front of Grunty as well.
I think Grunty was aware. This is going to sum up Horizon. Set a lap really quick, but mistakes are creeping in and we're not even at the race yet.
That's twice already. He was lucky not to lose a wing there. But it was only a 2/10 improvement from Horizon, from the mediums to softs. 6/10 gap to his Q1 time as well.
Yeah, obviously made a few mistakes compared to that lap.
He taps the wall again. Don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, Grunty's not feeling safe on those mediums. He's come out on the softs. The top 10 is too close, I think, to guarantee mediums.
Both McLarens still need to set a time.
Right, so is Grunty on a lap? Yes, he is. Oh, wow. Nearly dropped it at the exit turn 4. Down 2/10 though. Into the third chicane he goes. Nicely done.
Wow.
Up, Hudson pops it to the 8s. We're there already. I think you're safe, Hudson.
Yeah.
Lovely lap there from Hudson. House boys are on it.
I think Ice might be trying to give his teammate a tow here. Slowing down a lot. And he invalidated as well in the last corner.
Grunty up to 4th with a 9.2.
Even Horizon might not be safe at this rate. One shot's given up on his lap.
Mornish is on a lap.
Was invalidated.
Couple of corners from the last chicane. There he goes. Is this going to be quick enough? It's one and only lap that he's set. It's a 9.2 to go 5th.
And yeah, Horizon does come back out on fresh softs.
Tornado with a purple middle set to go half a second quicker than his previous lap. Needs to find the time. Currently in 9th place, in danger.
Nice, the best invalidated again. He's going to have one lap
in a bit
at the
of trouble.
end.
Oh, Tornado was very close to the wall on the last corner to ease off massively, and that cost him time. Still goes up to 6th and a 9.3. Crazy Fish, 4/10 up. Much better lap from him. He's going to get a little slipstream from McLaren in front. I think that was Cornish. Get the last sector right. He does. It's very close at the moment. Goes up to 6th. Just had a tornado.
Is Matty gonna get out on time?
Where is he? 50 seconds.
If he pushes it, he should
Just.
do. Yeah.
Just, yeah. I'm going to keep an eye on Ice the Best, who yet to set a lap. The only one that
Level improves, but only goes P11. And he's given up. I think he's run out of fuel, maybe.
Oh, Ice scraped the wall.
Oh,
First gain. I think Ice is in.
Oh no, he's in the pits. He's.
Wow, satisfied where he could potentially be, although he might go down to 13th or 14th.
Matty just crosses the line in time. Oh, I missed. Yeah.
Oh, scrapes into the top 10.
Could still not be in though. You've got Horizon behind him. He's very fast. Legends is 3/10 up. Yeah.
I think Highs.
Matty's nearly a second.
Even though
sorry.
Oh, Legends! No! Legends is messed up. He validated the last chicane. He's out. Evo's out as well. And it's just Matty who is head to head with his teammate Mr. Pigeon. Yeah, because Pigeon's in the pits. Wow. The two AlphaTauris. One's going to be in, one's going to be out. Which one is it going to be?
Oh, it's invalidated!
Oh.
1096, that would have been through. Oh no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have even been through.
No, it would have just been out. Oh, Horizon again.
Oh, look at Haas.
Right at the death of the session says, "No, I want to top it." It's a Haas 1-2. Oh, Matty.
Horizon, this is making me very happy seeing you and Hudson up there.
You're a Haas driver, aren't you, as well?
I am. Yeah, I've been moved all over the place this season.
Blimey. Again, though, I've seen him make mistakes, Horizon, but it shows he has the pace of them. In fact, the top 4 separated by a 10th. Pigeon, though, scrapes through just ahead of, I would say, his rival, because they're quite close on pace as well. They've been fighting towards the top as well. Legends, though, be out in 11th. He will have fresh tyres, though, so if he can stay out of trouble in the first couple of laps, he could still be worth keeping an eye on. Evo also out with Whipping One Shot and Matty, who very nearly took out his teammate.
Oh, you mean on pace? I thought you meant that he nearly crashed into him.
No, because if he kept it clear, I think he may have eased off a little bit once he realised he invalidated at the last corner. So I reckon he would have been in a 9-3 or a 9-4 potentially. That would have knocked Pigeon out as well. Everyone goes through on the soft tyres in the end.
Going to be a very close battle for pole. This is always fun, isn't it? Just waiting in between lobbies while we wait for people to raise
Oh god, because people haven't pressed A to advance.
Yeah, it's really difficult, to be fair. You just got to feel for them. There we go.
Right, who's your prediction for pole? I'll just put it in the chat for everyone to see. We have 21 viewers at the moment. About 20, because I'm watching. And you're watching as well, Chadwick. So yeah, we've got about 19. What do you say, Chadwick? Who's your money on? I'd say probably a Haas driver, considering.
I'm gonna put my money on a Haas 1 too.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you gonna go for?
Which way round, though?
Oh, no, that's a question.
Ah.
I'm gonna have to give it to Horizon. Did he get pole in both sessions? I think he did.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Horizon.
Cornish was on pole last time out. He is in Q3 this time, so he could make it back-to-back poles. Can he, though? Will be question. Is it? I see a set of mediums. It is. Eyes is going to set a lap on the mediums. First off.
Interesting.
Easton saying hopefully Haas 1-2. Ryan said Horizon. Severin saying Fish. Really Ethan saying BF1 Racer. So a few going on. Fish deciding no, he doesn't want to be on the camera. Allows Hudson to go through ahead of him. That's perfectly fine. I can stay on board with Hudson. Everyone out of the track apart from Sturridge. Sturridge deciding to give it a little bit of a gap. Got a little bit overcast here, Chadwick, but no sign of rain, which is good.
Hopefully it doesn't rain.
No. Do you want to take us on board, Hudson?
I can do, yeah. So Hudson, he comes through the final turn to start the first lap of the Q3 session as Sturridge now comes out onto the track. Hudson comes to the first turn, very nicely goes a bit wide through turn 2, but it's going to allow him to carry a bit more speed into the chicane, the first chicane of 4 on this track. Did it very nicely, gets very close to the wall, managing to keep away from it just enough. Now into the second chicane. It usually is full throttle on the exit and it does it very nicely. Keeps the traction. Now coming into the third chicane, you've got to be very, very careful with the throttle through here, but he does manage to keep it on track. And it's looking like a very nice banker lap for Hudson so far, but he does go a bit wide. And yeah, it is going to allow him to carry more speed. It won't be what he really wants. And now on the straight, he's going to come into the fourth and final chicane. Very easy to invalidate, but he keeps it on track. Keeps it in the straight line as well, and he's going to cross the line with a 1-0 to start us off. It's a very good banker lap.
In terms of banker laps, that's pretty high up there.
He's got a lot of chance to get on that as well.
Fish of a 9.5, Toledo a 9.6. I set this lap on the mediums. There's another house coming along, Horizon 40, who got very close to the last wall.
He takes a very interesting line, does Horizon. He doesn't take the shorter line.
9.6 as well. Trying to validate his first lap. BF1's first lap goes pole.
Ooh.
Provisional pole. Just ahead of Hudson.
Sturridge, he's going to cross the line now. It's looking like another good lap. Is it going to be in the 8s? Just about not. He splits Hudson and Ben and goes P2. 5
thousandths ahead of Hudson. Knocks Hudson off the front row, although Hudson's going again. There's 1,000th down in the middle sector. And is 200 slower than his previous lap, so...
Sturridge is up on his time. Oh, he's invalidated. Never mind.
BF1 was as well, but he's invalidated also.
See what Cornish can do. Very very high speed through the final chicane. It's not going to be as up there though. It's a 109.4.
9.6 from Grunty. Pigeon has set 2 laps, and I think he's invalidated both of them. He's really pushing. 9.6 first sector.
Was
Pigeon
invalidated
doesn't
again.
seem... Yeah. Maybe he only just made it through Q2. He seems to be struggling a little bit here tonight. Well, I say struggling. He's in Q3, but, you know, compared to the usual, he's normally in the mixer pole.
No one no off anymore. Everyone's invalidated.
Yeah, so that's the first lap's done. F1 on provisional pole at the moment.
Harrison's got a lot of time that he needs to gain to get back up to where he was before.
Horizon saying, what if I set my first lap with used tyres?
Ah.
Hmm.
Well, that would be something.
That's another thing on Spectator Cam they could do. Tell us whether they use tyres or not.
Ah, yeah. It just says they're fresh, doesn't it?
Hmm.
0 laps.
Right, just under 6 minutes to go.
Horizon, I don't think he did a 109.6 on Inter, to be fair.
Also, is there also, I believe there's a penalty for that.
Is there?
I think so.
Setting them off on
If you... Well, yeah, if you set set a lap, even though it's dry on wet tyres or inters or something like that. Pretty sure there's a thing.
Is that in Q1 or something, if there's like not enough people? Or like if people...
No, you could, in any qualifying, if basically you're just mucking about, because that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lap to watch now. We got Crazy Fish. Are they allowed to do that in real life then or not? Like if there's a lot of crash, would they be allowed to go on inters?
I think in real life, I don't think you'll be able to get away with it. Is the thing, because the tyres would just be shredded before you even
Yeah, that's a good point,
are able to do it. Yeah. Eyes invalidated for the third chicane.
Tornado's just invalidated as well.
Well, this is the thing now, isn't it? This is where you've got to be right up to the edge of track limits. This is where you throw caution to the wind.
Crazy Fish is up on his time.
Wow, 3/10 up. You know what I see in Crazy Fish at the moment?
What?
It's momentum. A little bit of confidence. The winner of last week's race kept his head, launched himself right into the title fight, and launched him onto pole. Wow. Not in the 8s just yet.
Ben what? For blocking someone in the pits? That is rubbish. I saw that.
Was that on Crazy Fish or was that on Cornish?
No, that was on Cornish. Because he didn't...
But they were both exiting the pits.
Yeah. Yeah, I know where, but...
Oh.
That is harsh. That is very, very harsh.
You know what that is as well? He slowed because Fish was there, wasn't he? Which obviously... The game has obviously interpreted that you've slowed down ahead of Cornish, but you only slowed because there was another car there.
That is very, very silly.
Codemaster's logic.
What
Anything you can say,
game.
really.
Yeah. Is Crazy Fish on lap? No, he's definitely not.
Oh, he's the best out of nowhere. I say out of nowhere, he's always had the pace to do that, but onto the front row. The McLaren in the mix. Oh. Pigeon.
Oh! Look where Pigeon's parked. Oh, he's ghosted. Sturridge just went on the grass and I took Validate to avoid him, but he's ghosted anyway.
I was on board with Pigeon actually, and you can't.
Been disqualified.
Oh. So he's just disconnected from the session as well. Can you send him an invite, please, as well?
I will do.
Yeah, the car parked it, sent a load of cars flying, and hopefully he gets back in time. Cornish, meantime, is going to get a little help from Eyes in front of him. Big slipstream he's going to get onto this straight. So that's two things already. BF1 racer with a 5-place grid penalty. And Pigeon disqualified. I don't think he had anything to do with that at all. Cornish, big load of speed, clip on the wall. Is it going to be enough? He improved by 10.5, but stays 6th.
Horizon's 4th up, always invalidated.
Oh, it's got a minute though, he can still make it.
Come on, Horizon.
Storage is 1,000th down, but he's invalidated. Hudson is 700ths up, which is enough to challenge for pole because of how close it is.
Horizon had to correct himself on the first turn, and again on the second turn.
Hudson could be challenging for pole here. Very close to the wall, and does!
Come on, Hudson.
8-9. Fronty goes up to 7th. Still time to go though. Oh wow. That Cornish in the background it was.
On 2/10 up. Fronty's invalidated.
Wow, BF1 stays in 4th place, which at the moment will be 9th. That very silly thing from Codemasters.
Oh, Sturridge! No, Sturridge out!
Oh, big crash for Sturridge.
Done the same out of that second chicane.
Horizon improved, but goes to 6th place. And it's just Tornado. Can do anything. Oh, the guys in front of him.
Bit cautious through the last sector though. Bit the last turn, sorry.
That doesn't improve.
Sturridge was on a great first sector as well. He was like a 10.5 up. That's it though. Sure. Yeah.
So Hudson, pole position for the Haas team, with Crazy Fish on the front row next to him.
Did we have more people in the 8s in Q2 than we did in Q3? I'm pretty sure there was like 3 people in Q2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody say Hudson?
I said last one too. So don't know if that counts or anything.
I don't know whether you said Hudson or Horizon.
I said
the other way
Horizon
round.
first, but we'll just ignore that.
10.5 covering the top 6, a 10th covering the top 4. BF1 racer, he'll be fuming with that 5-place grid penalty, but the best thing you got to say to him, Chadwick, is just be difficult, but just try to relax for the race, because he's still got the race, which is the most important thing to worry about.
Yeah, it's gonna be very mentally challenging getting that 5th place for no reason really.
Ice the best up there in P3 as well. They
it's
both
really
McLarens. Oh, why did people go on mediums in Q2?
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it?
It's Inters.
What's Inters? Oh. would makes me think, would people have gone a wet setup? I know some people actually say you don't change your setup from dry to wet, they're more or less the same. I prefer a little bit more downforce, a little bit more rear wing. What do you do, Chadwick?
I don't change it. I just have one setup for time trial, for the race, and for qualifying, and for wets.
You just keep it as it is.
Keep everything the same.
Oh, who's readied up? Oh boy. And again, I can't see who has. So should it be a thing in the next game if you're spectating, you're the only one that could start a session, for example?
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be good. There's a lot of things that Codemasters could do, to be fair, to improve the game.
Little tweaks.
Ethan, how are we meant to know?
Again, yeah. Right, so intermediate conditions. Take us through the grid, please, Chadwick.
Alright then, starting in P20 today, we've got Quirky Turtle in the Williams. P19 is One Tribal in the Red Bull. P18 is Hobnomovich, debut today in P18. In P17 is Brandon, who's been disqualified. P16 is Slither and Me. P15 is CW26, who's also been disqualified already. And there's another disqualification.
Oh my.
What's happening? Matty's in P40. One shot in P13, Evo in P12, who's been disqualified. P11 is Legends. P10 is Pigeon Munch in the AlphaTauri. P9 is BF1 Racer in the Ferrari. P8 is Tornado in the other Mercedes. P7 is Grunty in the Aston Martin. P6 is RSF1 Cornish in the McLaren. P5 is Horizon 40 in the Haas. P4 is Sturridge in the Williams. P3 is Eyes the Best in the McLaren. Had another spin at the front there from Hudson. P2 is Crazy Fish in the Alfa Romeo. And your pole sitter for today's race is JJ Hudson. Very strong qualifying from Haas and McLaren there.
I don't think I've ever seen a more messed up formation lap in my life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people disqualified. We've had about 4 spins. That bodes well for the race, doesn't it?
Yeah. Qualifying was great as well, so what conditions?
That could be run. It's gonna be boring.
Well,
All the cars. Right, so this is throwing a little bit of a spanner in the works. The rain has thrown something. Who can maneuver themselves through? We have 35 laps to negotiate for round number 7 of the championship. Last week we had a complete change in the Drivers' Championship. It mixed things up. Can we have another mix-up as we get set for 4, 5 red lights? And it's lights out of the way. They go. A few people struggling with the traction as they go forward. Ice the Best has actually had a great start. Horizon 40's had an even better start. Edging up on the inside of quite... Ice the Best got a little bit of a tap. And round. There's people at the back who haven't started. It's Tribal, who's been spun off the line. Is up right at the back. The back of the front is Hudson that leads. Ice the Best is up in the second. Horizon is flying all over the back of him. Try and make it a Haas 1-2 after the first couple of laps. Crazy Fish has got down a couple of positions ahead of Cornish, and you've got Sturridge, Grunty. No major gains. I think everyone's just trying to be a little bit cautious in this first lap, but Horizon most certainly isn't. All over the back of Eyes, but shame for Tribal at the back. I think Brandon there as well. As Cornish is breezed past Crazy Fish to go up to the 4th place, which means it's a Haas McLaren top 4.
I think there's going to be a lot of wing changes on the...
Apparently there was some mic crackling, so I just sorted that out. Hopefully it's fixed itself now. relatively clean start, apart from Legends, who's in the pits with front wing damage. Obviously Brandon and Tribal as well. Oh, found on the grass, Cornish. Probably picked up a little bit of a warning there. Steady start from F2 there, Chadwick. But a few moves here and there, but relatively good. Chadwick, you there? On shot of a penalty already. Chadwick, can you hear me? Okay, I've lost my code con for the time being. BF1 Racer has edged by Sturridge into 6th. We've got the top 3 now edging a little bit away from the horizon as Ben taps the wall. Did he get front wing damage from that? Yeah, something's happened to Code Chadwick. Hopefully things can sort out in a bit. Hello? Chadwick? Ben's been clear. Oh! Ben's smashed the back of Sturridge. There's things going on with my Cocom at the moment. I don't know what's going on, but BF1 has just smashed the back of Sturridge, got caught out by his braking. The front wing is gone. And that's a real shame for him. He's going to have a long afternoon. I keep saying afternoon. Why do I do that? Can you hear me, Chadwick, or can't you? I really don't know what's going on. Chadwick resetting his Xbox. But the show must go on at the moment. Tornado all over the back of Grunty, going for the massive lunge on the inside of turn 2. Opening up the steering, but Grunty's having absolutely none of it. And tries to retaliate. Yeah, as long as I'm alright. Yeah, Chadwick is having a few problems with his mic at the moment, just resetting his Xbox. But until then, we will carry on. Horizon still putting Eyes the Best under pressure. Grunty and Tornado having a little bit of a dice. Ben is back in the pits and he's come out in 18th place. He's got a long evening, but still a long race to go. Only on lap 4. Hudson still leads. There's a few of them struggling with the grip and the turn in. Crazy Fish keeping a relative distance. Behind the top 4, you've got Whip and One Shot. I think it's made his way by Pigeon. Chadwick, hello. Chadwick. Okay. What's going on, Chadwick? But I can't hear you. I think Chadwick, it might be best just to. You can hear me. I can't hear you, Chadwick. That's the problem, I think. Obviously, the stream can't either. Right, obviously, Chadwick, I don't want to, if you can hear me, I don't want to disrupt the stream too much, so maybe best to carry on by myself at the moment. We're having issues. We can try and do something one more time once this has calmed down, but Tornado is fighting with Grunty still. This is still raging for 7th. As the front three are now having a go at each other. Got Eyes the Best, who's putting Hudson under pressure. Yes, an intense battling going on at the moment. The front four, Cornish is just keeping in touch with these front three. Crazy Fish is kind of settling into a best of the rest kind of mode. Sturridge as well, got a bit of a gap behind. You've got the battling Tornado and Grunty. I think Tornado's managed to edge away from Grunty a little bit. Ice didn't get the turn in at all very well, as Brandon has retired in the pits. Horizon's got a good run down into the heaven. He's going to go for the lunge. He goes for the fake lunge. Dives up in the inside. Can be side by side, but Ice the Best gets the better traction out the hairpin. Horizon using a lot of ERS, but in fact Ice is using a lot more to try and stay ahead. And that's a shame for Brandon in his first race. He is out of the race already. We head on to lap 7. The penalties are starting to creep up a little bit. Everyone's in the pits. So we had some wind damage from earlier. Oh, big side for Eyes. And that's really messed up for the chicane. This is the chance for Horizon. If he can go for the switchback. Eyes the Best. Saw that coming though. Oh, Horizon. Nearly losing it. Giving Cornish a chance. This is a intriguing. Oh, Cornish hits the back of. That's a headbutt pass, surely. From Cornish. Look at it. These four actually. Going at it, and Cornish, the headbutt paid off into the hairpin. He's up into 3rd place, and Horizon thinks better of it. To retaliate straight away. Cornish scraping the wall, so it's now a Haas, McLaren, Haas in the front 4. Fastest lap from Cornish, meantime. Up into 3rd place. So you've got Fish in P5, Sturridge P6, Tornado is actually caught the back of Sturridge. He's got ahead of Grunty, gapped Grunty a little bit, and now up the back of Sturridge. The rain seems to be easing a little bit. I'm going to try and... I think Chadwick is still in the party at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him, and again I want to try and help him. Also try and keep an eye on this race a little bit. Where is he? As Tribal, I think, has had a spin at the back. It wasn't Tribal, it was the other of the Red Bull CW. The Rebels are not having a good evening. Neither is Legends, who has not made any progress. Back 4 pitted at the moment. Out of the tyres now. Now, if it stays intermediates, one stop is the way to go, but by the looks of this rain, it does seem to be easing off just a tad. We may get dry tyres before the end of this. Oh, as you can see, the conditions are very, very tricky. As Eyes the Best picks up a penalty, so both McLarens now have got one. They've got one apiece, whipping one shots up to 9 seconds. CW's called it a day. That's a shame. CW, he obviously got wind damage from that spin earlier. A bit of a train. Well, there's two trains building as Cornish has got himself another penalty. Looks like Grunty ahead of One Shot and Evo, and then you got Matty. That Pigeon. No, that's Pigeon has got his teammate Matty, Quirky. And then Mr. Hobnobovich is in there as well. Right. So lap 10 now. There seems to be this 4. Hudson ahead of Eyes. Then Cornish. Just behind. Horizon. And trying to keep it. Every now and again, they're all slipping and sliding. Especially out of turn 2 and 3. By the looks of it. No one's really that comfortable. They're all pushing very hard. Crazy Fish. Kind of keeping up the pace. It's what he does best. This keeps his head, stays out of trouble, stuck in P5. What he did last weekend, the rewards, meant was the race win. Our Edge Championship leader's already got Tornado. It's at the back of him. Legends not looking good for points at the moment. I don't know what's happened to Chadwick, Tomo, because we had the crackling of the mics. So I undid my headset and it seems to solve it, but I don't know whether it's conked out Chadwick's mic or something. We've changed the party. So at the moment, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm trying to focus on the race at the same time. Runty got not a great run out the last corner. He's got Evo there as well. Runty's struggling a little bit. Tornado is almost pushing Sturridge out of turn 2. I think I'm alright, Tomo. I think I'll be alright here. Yeah, great digger. Great points for House at the moment. Still a long way to go. We're not even halfway in this race. As yellow flag. We have one race left this session. As Whipping One Shot has just had an off. F1 race is disconnected. Well, Chad was rejoined. A session. Have I muted you? I don't think I have. Let me just check. Let me just check Chadwick. Shouldn't have. Hello? Within One Shot's called it. No. Hang on. Hello?
Hello. Hello?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
that's why.
What did you do?
I can hear you. Well, you know, I had to unplug my headset to sort out the crackling,
Yeah.
because there was a crackling noise coming on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
That then muted you for whatever reason.
Ah, well.
So I've just done it again, and you're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what on earth that was.
It's alright.
Isabeth's got a fantastic run out the last chicane, going for the lead. Hudson covers it right in the middle of the road. Just about does it. Have you been watching the last few?
I haven't, no, because I was leaving, trying to reset my Xbox and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was, to be honest. Why that all of a sudden? I've never had that before.
What's happened then while I've been gone?
Right, so the rain is easing off. That's for sure. It's definitely from a few laps ago. It's we're going to get dry running by the end of this race. That's for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, first few laps. Basically, it's been a Haas McLaren battle at the moment. They are gapping Crazy Fish. Crazy Fish is kind of just sticking in it, and Isabeth has got another good run on Hudson, but still cannot find the straight line speed to get through. Oh, I've had a few incidents. Both Alpines and both Red Bulls retired in the pits. They've not had a good one. BF1 racer in the middle of when we started having the problems hit the back of Sturridge.
Oh yeah,
Pulled out by the braking,
one.
and that's why he's back there. You had Grunty and Tornado have a little bit of a squabble. Yeah, it seems to be these four, and at this moment in time, I can't say who's going to win because they're all kind of in the same boat. The problem is, Chadwick, as you can see, the rain it's almost stopped.
Yeah.
We're going to get dry tyres at some point. What are these two teams going to do? Because they can't double stack unless they both double stack. Then whoever is second in the queue is going to be horrendously hampered.
Cornish has got a 6-second penalty already.
Mm.
That could play a factor.
Evo's up to 11.
Yeah, wow, I didn't see that. 11.
This is a very difficult situation as well because it's at this point. That's a huge hit to the wall.
That's surely going to give him a bit of wing damage. He's letting his teammate through. Oh, Horizon gets through as well.
Yeah, he must have. See how he takes these next few corners.
This is just a really inviting Haas 1-2.
Oh, he does have wing damage. Look at the understeer. This might take him out the lead battle.
Do you reckon he goes on to
soft,
or do you reckon he goes to medium? Not medium, sorry. There's another set of inters.
It depends when the track dries up because it's definitely going to dry up before the end.
I think Ice has got to pay. He's lost 1.5 seconds already.
Yeah, look at the understeer. He can't get the car turned in as much as the others.
It's not like a really significant amount of wind damage though, but it is really hampering him.
What it is like when you get damage at Monaco, it's safer to pit because the more you try to fight it, the worse it's going to be.
He stayed out though.
No, he doesn't want to lose too much time, and you can't pit now for dries. I think this is the problem that the whole of the grid that haven't pitted, so this is all the way down to 13th. This is the problem they're going to have. Their tyres are wearing out. They need to pit, but they can't pit yet because it's not dry yet.
Look at Horizon's fuel light, it's already going yellow.
Yeah, a lot of underfueled. Yeah, it's gapped out a little bit, but yeah, it's gapped a little bit, but this race can change on its head by a correct or a wrong tyre strategy in this situation.
If it gets to dries, a bit of teamwork from the Haas, and it could be very, very high points. Well, it already is very high points, but it could be a 1-2. if they play the cards right.
Yeah, he's just struggling to keep up with these front three. He must have just a little bit of damage.
Crazy Fish is losing time to him though. I'm pretty sure, because it was like 3 seconds through.
I think Crazy Fish is one of those. This is like last week. He just hung about in there. He's under no pressure from Sturridge behind. He doesn't seem to be able to keep up with the guys in front. He's just keeping out of trouble. He's got no penalties. And if he gets the right tyre strategy, Cornish has a massive wobble. This is the chance for Horizon. This is going to be brave. On the outside, Cornish must have used a bit of VRS. Edge away. Just hangs on to second. But he's really struggling. They hit the wall again.
Horizon's got
Surely
the run,
Horizon's going for it. Lunge. Cornish still trying to fend him off. But Horizon's got it. Or has he? No, Cornish is still there. Oh, really late on the brakes. How long do intermediates last? Because 17 laps now. I reckon they must be struggling.
Yeah, they've got to be. Oh, Horizon's had a massive wobble.
Actually, if you look on... Oh, wow, yeah. If you look on... that's another penalty. So the key thing here is both Haas drivers have no penalties. Both McLarens have minimum 2. When you look at the rear tyres of any of the top 4, they're almost slicks. But they're all in the same boat. When do you hit?
It's not now, surely. You've got to wait a couple more laps. But has it stopped raining completely now? I think it has, maybe? Yeah, it has. Yeah, the sun's coming out.
Yep.
Are they pit now? I think one of them's got to pit now, one of the halves is maybe Horizon.
It'd still be a gamble, though.
It would be a gamble.
Still be a gamble, though.
You gotta risk it so you don't take the double tackle. Yeah, it was the drag. Quite funny.
So the gamble is... See, if you pick the wrong strategy, any of these 4, if they pick the wrong one, they pick the wrong lap to go onto dries, that'll drop them out of the winner. So Horizon picks up his first. Okay. Just over the curb. Tornado's up to 12 seconds. He's all over the back of Sturridge. See, Tornado and Grunty had a bit of a squabble through turn 1 and 2. Basically, Tornado opened up the steering, as they would say, on Grunty, and then Grunty was like, no, I'll just have it straight back at you.
Oh, Hudson's at the moment.
Fun.
Horizon gets past.
Don't hit each other. Oof.
Is anyone gonna box now?
The rear... Every time I see the rear of any one of the leaders, there's always stepping out. But again, you...
None of them.
No. Not even eyes. He's got a gap. He could.
Yeah, he's got to take a risk with that wing damage that he's got. Just had a wobble again. All struggling at the front.
Grunty's got Evo and Matty. Matty has dropped his teammate Pigeon. Pigeon's 5 seconds behind, and a few laps ago they were back near each other. So Matty's put his qualifying behind him.
I think
he's in the top 10 now.
Cornish got a better wing damage. He seems to have a bit of understeer. I don't know if I'm just...
Could be the tyres.
Yeah, it would be very... Yeah, it could be the tyres actually.
Pigeon's fastest lap, which is miles quicker than everybody else, but problem for him, he is 41 seconds off the lead. Any of these fall in championship contention going into this race? I can't remember where they were in the table. They're still not confident going onto dry tyres yet.
Look at the gap that Horizon's got to Hudson now.
Horizon has the earlier pace. Aaron will race crying out for a safety car. I agree. Oh! Yellow flag, we might get one. I don't know what that was.
I think it was just Evo. Evo got overtaken and now he's got a massive gap.
Might have been Pigeon, possibly. Maybe having a moment.
These instants are going to be absolutely screaming now.
Yeah. I know full wets you can go all race without pitting, but the inters, if I remember rightly, the inters you have to pit.
Yeah.
Because they're horrible at this point. Oh. All wheels struggling, but no one's willing to go for it. As soon as one does, it's going to trigger everyone else, but no one wants to be the first one.
Is Horizon going for it? Nope. It's Hudson. Nope. He's got none of them on. Oh,
Yay, we go. See, the key telling point is when they activate DRS, isn't it?
Yeah.
It hasn't yet.
I'm just getting his wind
damage. Wind damage has got to be a lot to do with it.
See if
See now.
going to get in some time.
Evo and Tornado both pit as well.
And Evo. They're going to be
sliding out
struggling.
the pit lane. Whoa, jeez. So, this is a... Oh, no, it's not. It's not dries. Look how easy Ben just flew by eyes. And he's on, well, worn-ish intermediates. It's not dry tyres yet. It's still too damp.
Well, the risk has not paid off for eyes.
No. I feel like, you reckon the damage had something to do with it?
Oh,
Hudson!
No!
And he sped in the pit lane as well.
He's going to be the same situation as eyes. He's going to be really slow.
See, the thing is also, you've got to bear in mind that Eyes is probably in a party with, Sure, yeah, he's probably in a party with Cornish. He's probably saying, don't pit for dries, don't pit for dries. Hudson can't tell that, and yeah, he's suffering the same fate. Eyes has dropped off. He's 12th. And look at Hudson. He's got no grip at all. Been tapped into the wall. I don't think Grunty could have done anything about it. There's no grip at all.
Yeah.
Oh, this is... But again, you go back to everyone knows that haven't pitted. Their tyres must be screaming. They've got to do something.
Yeah, they can't stay on these forever.
No.
Doesn't seem to be drying up at all. Horizon is playing it very safe. He's staying out on the lap.
Something's happened to Matty as well, because he was way ahead of Pigeon, and now Pigeon's got ahead of him. Race is just... I guess... See, you got to look at... For those that haven't been in this situation before, this is the difficulty. I've been in this many times before. I don't know whether you've been in this, Chadwick, as well. Because the other flip side is, by the looks of it, if you're gonna pit, it's another set of inters, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
then, luck would have it, then it dries up. And then all of a sudden you've got to pit again. Big yellow flag. Yeah, Hudson's out of it, as is Eyes. Even if it dries up now, they've lost it. But what do you do? Because those that are on 23 lap inters, their tyres must be absolutely... well, they're horrible. So what do you do in this situation?
I just stay out until the ice is enabled. You've got to really see at the side as well. Like, really. You cannot push at all.
No. Yeah, that's what Gravedigger's saying. Wait until... yeah, because Hudson and Eyes are now 42 and 49 seconds off the lead. Even if Horizon and Cornish pit now, they'll still be miles ahead.
Yeah, look at the speed that the Indians have still got compared to the first half.
Matty's pitting. It's so deceiving as well, because you think dry tyres will be fine.
Yeah, it's not like wet.
The track is just not drying up at all. So Matty had damage, so I knew why he was going to pit.
The sun is out as well. In sector 3, the sun is very much out.
Both of us did a 23.2 that last lap. I'm just comparing what lap times those still and inters are doing. 23.2.
The problem with kind of... oh, the arch enabled.
Oh, there it is. That is such a shame for Hudson and Eyes, because...
they're definitely in for the lead. Hudson got a
Hudson! Oh, he's out!
What on earth?
And Legends! Safety car!
Well, that is perfect time for 3 inters.
That's a both DNF. So Hudson
what has
and...
happened there?
There's Legends on the back straight. Well, this is going to bring Eyes back into it, but everyone ahead would pit, so he's going to lose out on track position. Also, Aaron Lord got his wish because he was praying for a safety car, and there it is. And by the time the safety car goes back in, it will be properly dry tyres. Wow, Hudson and Legends both crashing out simultaneously. So much for the house one too.
Yeah, that wasn't downhill.
No. It was a good race from Hudson though, up until that point. Cornish, under a safety car.
How many penalties have everyone on?
Right, so Horizon's on 3. Cornish is up to 12. 26. Eyes is on 12. So both McLarens are on 12 each. Matty on 3. Civ on 6. Tornado on 18. And Eva on 6. So, yet again, I'm looking at Crazyfish, who has just gone about his own business, gone about his own pace, stayed out of trouble, didn't do anything silly, didn't get involved. And now here he sits with 8 laps to go. He's got Cornish, unless Cornish can go like a second a lap quicker than everybody else on the restart. He'll have Cornish on pens, as long as he doesn't get one himself. If he can keep within 3 seconds of Horizon, this will be back-to-back wins.
Horizon cannot get another penalty here.
Who else is bringing? Oh, Ice is pitting again. Ah. Another set of sauce. Would they be fresh? They might be. But he's just being a little bit more safer, I think. Go to the end. Tornado was still an inters. He's only just pitting for dries. amazing how a safety car can sort of change the race, just like that. Leaders had a comfortable gap as well without it. Brought everybody else back into it. So the question would be is, will Crazy Fish have the pace to keep up with the two ahead?
Yeah, the two, Horizon and Cornish, were very, very fast on the inters. Crazy Fish was not so much, but you just need to stay in 3 seconds.
We got Sturridge, championship leader as well. And they're in 4th. Pigeon, also penalty free, who I would say by Pigeon's standards, I think he's been struggling a little bit tonight, but he's staring at a possible podium. F1 racer as well, who he smashed his front wing on the back of Sturridge really early on. He was well outside the points. He's now looking at very solid points as well. Yeah, agreed, Tom. It kind of follows on from last week, doesn't it? I'd actually say, Chadwick, compared to last week, this is actually quite a bit better. I would say I don't think there's been too much.
Yeah. Everyone's setting the fastest lap on the safety car. just some action.
We're going to be in this lap?
Hopefully.
Race has flown by. Still 7 laps to go, but only 20 to 10. We'll be done before 10 o'clock.
Wonderful news. Safety car in this lap.
Right. If I was Cornish with 12 seconds under my belt, I would be just... I would just go for it at this point.
Yeah, it's damage limitations for Cornish.
Yeah, I say anybody who is penalty free at this point can really be looking at some solid points. Even Quirky Turtle, remember who started at the back of the grid, is looking at points if he can stay out of trouble. Safety car restart though. Horizon is not going just yet. Going to really bunch them up. Oh, now he's going. This has caught Cornish off guard. And Crazy Fish nearly had a go at him. We're back underway. Ben is looking at the back of Pigeon as well. Front of another pen. Back underway. Pigeon with a penalty himself. So he was penalty free. Now he's picked up his first.
Currently right on the back of Sturridge.
Yeah, everyone's ERS is reset completely as well. Probably no more fuel troubles for those that are underfueled. Oh, Crazy Fish. Penalty.
That is brilliant news for Horizon. And Sturridge as well.
Yeah, even better for Sturridge, I think. Sturridge should just keep up the pace of the 3 ahead. As I think has just had a lunge on Quirky. Just missed it. Braking completely, but got him. And Quirky's been passed by Tornado, and Quirky's on the grass. And a bit ruffled there. Oh, what's happened here?
What has happened? Where's he retired? Where's Slither and me?
Well, Matty went flying into the pits, obviously. I think he was... Well, Matty didn't brake. Then Slytherin joined him anyway. I think Slytherin was going to retire.
Oh.
A bit messy. Moving on. Right. The problem for Sturridge is he's really struggling to keep up with these front 3. He's pushing heavily because he's got Grunty all over the back of him. Everyone, keep yourself calm, alright? You're a little bit annoyed, but keep it to the stewards and on the Discord. BF1 is at the back of Pigeon. BF1 is still penalty free.
Horizon is gapping Cornish the lead, currently.
At the moment, on for the wow! Pigeon made an absolute meal of the chicane, and BF1 racers snapped him up. Ran the outside into 6th place. Eyes the best to be looking at Pigeon as well. Pigeon is not getting the turn in at all.
Tornado looking to get involved as well. Look at Tornado on eyes. Gonna go down the inside.
Oh!
Nice, it's the back of Pigeon. Tornado gets the move done.
Tornado just scraped his way past, I think.
Tornado's run out of ERS now though.
Got men of the top 10 getting a little bit crazy. So Horizon at the moment is doing all that he needs to.
Oh, he's got another 3 seconds.
I say that. I'm sorry.
The commentator's curse.
Wow. Well, that's put
Sturridge, I think, is it? Yeah, Sturridge in the lead of the Grand Prix.
Could also be Crazy Fish. It puts Crazy Fish back into it. If Crazy Fish can get under 3 seconds, then he's won. Oh no, actually no, it does put Sturridge, because Sturridge has to be within 3 of Crazy Fish and within 6 of Horizon. Just about doing enough. Oh, Horizon nearly binned it. I think Horizon's just pushing as fast as he can.
Oh, what a move from Eyes! What a move that was. But he's letting him go.
What happened?
What? I don't know. Eyes
just thought it was
an unbelievable move on Tornado, and then he just stopped on the side of the and he's doing it again. I don't really know what's happening. Is it because he's got 18 seconds worth of penalties?
Not really sure, to be honest.
No, he seems to be giving up. Tornado's got 21 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, that's cost him many points, I think. Hobnobovic is penalty free on the 3 ahead of him, so he could be looking at points. And very good ones on his first race in F2.
Yeah, he'll get 4 positions, possibly, from penalties, so that'll put in P6. If you can get the gap to Pigeon Munch. Well. Oh, who's that? I thought it was gone for a move on Tornado. I didn't even see that. Yeah. Oh! He's retired in the
the rest is in. Right. Lap and a half to go. Horizon in the lead. On penalties, obviously to Fish. He's got Fish, but he hasn't got Sturridge. I think as it stands, it'll be Sturridge, Horizon, Crazy Fish, I think, in that order.
You got Ben as well to keep in mind. Ben is.
Yeah.
I think Sturridge.
Oh, Sturridge going for a move on Fish. I don't think Fish will fight it. No, Sturridge into 3rd place on the road. need to take fish, but got him anyway. Oh, yellow flag! Horizon! Horizon spun it! Oh no!
No! Horizon!
What's Horizon done? On the last lap. Has he got no front wing? Yeah, he's got no front wing. Cornish with another penalty. It's all kicking off. Sturridge is, well, he's got to bring it home. He's easily got the win. Cornish is going to get it on track, but he's got too many penalties that'll drop him back.
Where is... Look at where Cornish is going to go. 15 seconds.
Ben's got a podium, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think he's got it. Gotta get through the last corner though.
P2 for Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got B2. Bringing through the last chicane though for the final time. Cornish though is going to take the win on track, but the penalties are going to drop him down to maybe I don't know where. But Sturridge, championship leader, extends his lead. And Fish hangs on to second with BF1 Racer in third.
Cornish down to 7th.
Hobnomovich 5th. Mr. Hobnov 5th. In his first F2 race.
What a race from Hobnob.
Stayed out of trouble. On that restart. No pens as well. Gets the games driver of the day and probably will be under nomination as well on the Twitter feed.
That was an amazing race.
Yep, the safety car brought it all back in. We had the wet weather as well. But by the end of it all, Sturridge is the one who takes the win and extends his championship lead. But Crazy Fish, after the win in Baku, to bring him back into it, is staying on his heels. BF1 Racer back on the podium as well. Well, the two drivers I've got a feel for, Chadwick, and I'm sorry, it's the two Haas drivers.
Yeah, it is. In for a 1-2 until about halfway through the race. Probably even more.
Both McLarens as well. They were third, fourth as well.
Ended
up 7th and 13th.
Well, with Cornish, you got 15 seconds worth of penalties. So
he still ended up with points though.
Yeah.
Quirky Turtle with 9th and the fastest lap from the back of the grid as well. Right.
Should I invite the people?
Please. Hopefully they can include our audio because we had a few problems before, but Sturridge is your winner from Crazy Fish in second, BF1 Racer in third, Grunty in fourth, and Hobnomovich in fifth. A good job for the Astons. Pigeon, Cornish, Evo, Quirky, Matty, and then the rest that unfortunately had their troubles.
Hello.
Crazy Fish joining.
I've invited him.
I noticed. Where are you, Crazy Fish?
Only my wings were the same. No, I've used my own. That's why I struggled so hard in the woods.
What's going on with Crazy Fish? Yeah, because he talked last week. There you go. Right, Chadwick, how do you want to do this?
I can do Ben, and then you do the top two if you want.
Okay.
Right. Well. All right. Have you included your audio? Right. So Ben, very entertaining race. First of all, how did qualifying go for you? It was very close in Q3.
No, we don't talk about Q3. What possibly could have gone wrong happened and went wrong. Q1 and Q2 was fine, flying on my mediums and softs. And of course, the curse of my Q3, as Mike probably knows from past seasons. Yeah, Crazy Fish I thought was going for another lap, so I stayed slow out the pits and stayed wide. I think it was you, Crazy Fish.
It was.
And then I see a wild McLaren right up my arse, and I knew, because it's still in the pits, I'm going to get a grid drop, so what can you do? I probably would have got second behind Sturridge if going off Q2, probably. I don't know. Hudson's up there as well. And then in the race, yeah, slightly hit the wall. Then me and Sturridge, well, we had a bit of a moment. No front wing, pitted. By the start of lap 3, I think Easton Tom in the party, I was about just under 30 seconds off the front. God knows how I got a podium out of that. I'll take it, but I am slightly annoyed because it is Crazy Fish and Sturridge who are ahead in the championship, and of course they finished P1 and P2. Shout out to Easton as well for good engineering.
So the grid penalty that you did get, was it very hard to come over that? Were you just very annoyed with yourself, or did you
Definitely wasn't raging in the party, and Easton wasn't laughing his head off, but we I regrouped.
Alright, well, you're P3 in the standings so far, and as you said, yeah, the top two did finish above you.
Good.
What are your upcoming plans for the next tracks? Are you a fan of them, or what?
Let's just say I've created God setups. We've all seen my Baku one. Yeah. Let's just see how that pans out the next few races.
Are they top 10 on the leaderboard then?
I don't do time trial. Pointless.
Okay.
Grand Prix mode's the way forward.
Alright, and finally, the overall constructors. You are the team principal of Ferrari, and you are currently last in the overall constructors.
Yeah, we haven't
got
done our
any-
best. We'll be honest, but we have lost. I think I've totaled about 80 something points from point positions, crashes, or something that's gone on. We're slowly getting to our stride. I think we won last week in Baku in F5, was it? Fruit Boy. But we're slowly coming into it. It's not how you start, it's how you finish in league racing, as they say, so who knows?
Absolutely, it is. That's all the questions that I've got for you, Ben. If
No worries.
Hunt, have you got any more for him?
Fruit Boy's F3, by the way, not F5.
Too many drivers to
now.
remember.
No, very good. As you say, you were like 16th or 17th or something after like that 4.
Yeah.
So you must have cheered when the safety car came out because it gave you the opportunity and you took it. So this shows you never give up.
Yep.
As too many do. But well done. Podium.
Thank you very much.
Back on the podium as well because I think it's been a while.
Yes, it has. Too long.
All right. Congrats and good luck in. What's it next? Austria?
France, innit?
That's it.
France.
Oh, it's front. Oh, hello.
More front line speed.
Back to the test race. Nice.
More pence.
Mm. Right. Yeah. Congrats. Right. Let's head to second place, Mr. Crazy Fish. Back-to-back podiums. Close to back-to-back wins. But unfortunately, a penalty a few laps out of the restart meant that because Sturridge kept behind you and eventually overtook, podium was the best you could. But another great result for you, Crazy Fish. After Baku brought you right into this championship mix, And you're just snapping on the back of Sturridge's heels, I think, personally, after that result. But you'll be very, very happy with that. Kept your head out of trouble, as you always do, and the rewards are there.
Do I need to say any more since you said it all?
Talk us through your race.
Yeah,
your
no,
falls.
it was a good race. I struggled a lot in the wet actually, but I don't know. Surge seems to be falling a few tenths a lap behind every so often. And then pitted under the safety car. And then on the lap the safety car was coming in, I went and cut the final chicane and got that penalty. So nothing I could have really done there. But yeah, it was a good race. It's 4 podiums in a row now, so I have 4 races to go until I'm going to be missing 8 races. So I'm not going to be in a championship hunt anyway.
Oh.
But it's nice to be up there currently. So
I just hyped that up for no reason without that information.
Wait, what have I just missed?
Gonna miss 8 races in 4 weeks.
I was looking forward to a nice fight, 3-way fight for the title at the moment. Right, Sturridge, can you bottle it for me?
Others will come in. I'm sure. Well, that's a shame, Crazy Fish. But as you say, the best thing you can do is to do your best up until that point. So keep on going. Is all I can say.
cheers.
Keep going with your points.
Not looking forward to next week, but anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say France next week. Why are you not looking forward to it? I guess you don't like it. Like France.
Never a track that I've gelled with. It's just one of those new F1 tracks. I like all the old F1 tracks, hence why I did really good in Spain, Monaco. Azerbaijan is kind of oldish, and Canada. So France will be bad, and then Austria, Great Britain, and Hungary should be good. So we'll see.
All right then. All right. Good luck next week, and you never know, could win again. So, yeah, good luck next week. But we head to our race victor, the championship leader going into this race, Mr. Sturridge. Last week, what did you get? Fourth place last week. So you've had a very good, strong, consistent start to the season, as BF1 has put it. You and Crazy Fish have had a good gap and have extended it this race. That's all you really need to do at this point. Have a victory. Kept yourself clean, penalty free as well, which is impressive around Canada. Talk us through, because I guess without that safety car, it didn't give you the opportunity to win.
Yeah, I've got a wing damage in like lap 8. Luckily it was only light, and in the rain you can drive a bit slower, and that's why Crazy Fish pulled away a bit, but I could keep the other cars behind, and yeah, me and Crazy Fish did our own race, and with the safety car at the right time, and with my wing damage I didn't lose too much time with the change. So yeah, it was P4, and I know I had like maybe more dry setup, so I could push and maybe Crazy Fish push into an error, which he did with the penalty. And smart driving also from Crazy Fish to not send it in the last corner, because that probably caused
it wasn't
a lot of damage.
I had a penalty, you didn't.
Yeah, but some people still send it then because they want the on-track position, even it's useless. But yeah,
no, it's better if you
Thanks for not
cross the
sending.
line first.
yeah. But yeah, it was a good race. I don't think I had the pace to win it, but I take it. Just driving clean was the strat.
You're being consistent, as I mentioned, which is the way to do it in a very, very long season. We've still got 16 races, or was it 15 races after this? And my maths is terrible, but it's still got a long way to go. Still got some very interesting tracks coming up, including, still got Spa, we've still got Netherlands that we're returning to, Monza that we missed out as well.
Yeah.
A few good tracks coming up next. Got the likes of France, Austria, Silverstone. Is this heading into the tracks that you kind of like or kind of don't like?
I only have like 2 favorite tracks, and one of them is Mexico and the other one is Baku. So yeah, The others all normal. I think I have pace if I practice for it. So we'll see. France is always difficult with corner cutting. I think more difficult than Canada. But yeah, hopefully Crazy Fish can sort out to not miss too many races. Because I think we have a nice fight with Ben and I think Pigeon Munch. And so many people are in the fight for the championship, and that is nice.
Yeah, still a long way for other people to start getting into the mix as well, and it's great stuff. As I said right at the start of this stream, you can't pick a winner to every chat that we go to.
Yeah.
You can pick the ones that are going to be there, but for an outright winner, it's just almost impossible. But well done, Storage, for being consistent and keeping out of trouble, keeping your pace up, and that was good. So win for yourself. Well done, and good luck for France next week.
Thanks.
Alright, and there has been the F2 Grand Prix around Canada. And as I mentioned, they'll be back for France next week. Chadwick, apologies for the issues that we encountered for that, but
It's
apart
alright.
from that was pretty entertaining, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, very entertaining. Just don't unplug your mic next time.
Well, I had to just sort out the crackling. I just didn't think it would destroy your mic as well. Never had that before. At least I know for future what to do if I then lose you. So,
Yeah.
there we go.
As I said, I'm really bad in the wet, and that just proves it.
Right, so F2 will be back France next week. We still have a few more races around Canada this week to do, though. F5 is tomorrow, followed by F3 on the Wednesday. Thursday is F4 to finish us off in Canada. Then we head to France starting from Sunday, but we need to wrap things up, so thank you for everybody that was watching. Apologies for the issues that we had, but we got there in the end. Wasn't too bad, and we had an entertaining race as well, so thank you very much for watching. This has been RSF1 F2. Chadwick, thank you for your company.
Oh, you too as well. Thank you.
And yeah, we will see you next week. Until there, take care as always, and good night.